Hey everyone, welcome back to an episode of Create with Linda. Today is Tuesday, guys, and I'm coming on because I am getting ready for what's for dinner. Now, it's 3:10 in the afternoon, 3:12, and what I'm making tonight is a stuffed pork roast. So I got to get it going because we need to eat by like 6, and so it's going to take a little while to cook. So, now, what happened was I saw this TikTok that this Italian guy, he makes these amazing Italian meals, like him and his family, and just crazy. And he made this stuffed pork roast with roasted peppers and provolone. Now, so I bought peppers, and I roasted a couple last night as I was cooking dinner, and guess what I did? We're sitting and we're eating dinner, and I'm smelling something, and I'm like, what is that smell? I smell something.
Yeah, 5 grand a day.
I forgot it. I forgot about them. I burnt the peppers. So I ruined them. So this is what I have. And I ate a couple of them that were feasible. But, I mean, I had 2 that probably are okay. The others, they're all burnt. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use these that I had marinating in my refrigerator that I had in the jar. I'm going to use these and put those in there and just make do with what I have. So I think it's still going to be really good. Yeah, so I'm gonna cut the pork up, put it over here, and wrap it, and then I got to tie it. My first time really doing, well, not my first time. I've tied meat up before, but this is like my first time doing like this stuffed pork. So yeah, so I'm excited. So I'm gonna get the pork going, and I'll be right back. Alright guys, so I just sharpened my knife. My son helped me sharpen my knife. And I'm going to cut this. Now I'm going to butterfly it. I'm not going to cut it all the way through. Obviously, I'm going to butterfly it. So, I don't know. Let's see about this. I'm not a butcher. So. Ooh, that does cut nice, Frank.
I told you, I'm trying to use the right knife for sure.
Cuts right through. So I'm butterflying it. Got to make sure not to go all the way through.
You do like 1,000. I could pay off the rest of my refund to get the rest of that, you know?
It's still a little frozen. That's okay. Woo! There we go, guys.
My legs are all black and blue up top too.
All right. So I'll go right back over and we'll tie it.
Oh yeah, that's how we get like back to the last time.
All right. So now what I have to figure out is I want to dry it somewhat.
We're good too. This almost all melted. Yeah.
Gotta dry it good, otherwise it'll, want the meat to be dried. Alright. Okay, so we're going to season it up with salt, pepper, And there's so much garlic in these roasted peppers that I don't know if I'm gonna put any more fresh garlic in. I usually stuff my pork, where I stuffed. You guys I saw the last time I made a pork. I stuck holes. I cut holes in it, and then I stuffed the garlic and parsley inside of it. I have parsley here too. I'm gonna put in it. I'm gonna make like a mixture. I want to cut some parsley up. Because I'm going to add that. I'm going to put this over to the side. We're going to cut some parsley. Put this over here for now. And here we go with the parsley. Just taking some of the stems out. I'm not going to go crazy with these frickin' stems. I'm just not. But the big stems, like I said, I don't want to keep in. So, I'm going to make, I think, mashed potatoes with this. Not sure of the vegetable. But I'm going to make homemade mashed potatoes. I have potatoes. Yeah, this guy that I watch, oh my God, they're Italian and oh my God, the stuff that they make and have to eat, your mouth is drooling, guys. Like, I'm not even kidding. Drooling. It's so amazing.
Hi, Mom.
Hi.
Hey.
How was it?
Someone good.
Yeah.
What are you making?
Pork. Like pork chops.
Okay.
Okay.
May I have a
May you what?
hug?
May you have a hug right now in the middle of everything? She wants a hug? In the middle of cooking?
Never mind. I'll
I'm
go
kidding.
away.
You could have a hug. Just wait.
Hey, Mom. Can I ask you something?
If you insist on asking me something.
What are you we're having with it?
Mashed potatoes.
Margaret.
What?
You said we're having mashed potatoes?
Mm-hmm.
Oh. I'm gonna go back into the room. Just
Okay.
want to see you.
Mm.
Just want to see you. Come in the living room. What are you doing, Dad?
All right, guys. So I cut the parsley up. I'm gonna cut up this pepper. Just a little bit, whatever it is. Okay.
Who likes the snow?
I know.
One of my friends, Haley,
Mm-hmm.
one of my friends today, she told me one of them like the snow too, the ones that dogs.
Oh, yeah.
They like to run around.
Okay.
I'm gonna go on my palette for a minute.
So I'm gonna put the parsley in here with the peppers. Ooh. Alright guys, so let's give this a little mixy mix. Yeah, the rest of these are too burnt to use. Guys, the smell of the garlic and the olive oil. I'm just cutting these up just a little bit. Only because I want them to spread. So I need them a little bit smaller. Because I don't have that much, you know, I don't have as much as I thought I would have. I think I'm gonna put a little bit more garlic in here, guys. This is going to be yummy. All right, let's get the, I have some minced garlic I think I'm gonna put in there. I just want to make sure that the volume is working. And olive oil. All right, now what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to season the meat itself. I'm going to season the pork itself. Okay. Cooper's outside.
What?
Cooper's outside.
Yeah.
All right. I'm just gonna put a little salt and pepper in here. Oh my goodness. Alright, so let's get this monstrosity back up here. Alright, let's take it off of the paper towel now. I did that, so it would just... Alright. I'm going to put the oven on. Of course, the stuff in the oven. I'm going to put the oven on 375. Right? Alright guys, let's salt this. Pork is bland, so you have to season it. Pepper. Some garlic. Onion. Italian seasoning. All right, guys, now we're gonna do this, okay? Now what I have is I have provolone and I have this. All right. If I can tell you, the smell of this, I can't even describe it. It tastes like, it smells like Italian in a jar. I need this good flavor behind. Sorry about the noise. All right. Let me let Cooper in. Oh my God, it smells so amazing. Hey. Move it. You better just keep on moving, mister. Go ahead, go with Daddy. Yeah, do it. Now come here. You want a treat? Oh.
Yeah, that was good, one.
That was good.
God, calm down, you loony bird. Give him a pizza bite. You gotta bribe him to get him in the living room.
You know, save that for his medicine. Stick right inside.
Yeah, I have one left.
Huh?
Yeah, there's one left.
Oh, is that?
I was eating them. All right, guys.
Hey, he wants it.
Yeah. Mmm. Just stuff it in there. Spread it out. Mmm. All right. Oh my God, look at that, guys. Does that look amazing so far? I have some basil. I meant to cut up a little basil to put in it with the parsley, but I forgot. Between the garlic and the olive oil and the peppers and the and now the basil. Mamma mia, Papa Pia, Mamma mia, Papa Pia, Papa Pia, do do do. Oh, you know what I wonder would be good in here? I wonder if cream cheese would be good. I don't know. God, guys. Look at this. Could you die? Could you die? Could. could you die? All right, now let me get the twine. Oh, I gotta put the cheese on first. All right, guys, look at this. Oh my God. Oh my goodness. Now this is what he did. He put provolone on it. Bill, you gotta see this. This smells like, oh my God, I feel like I'm in Italy.
Italy?
Oh my God.
That smells yummy garlic.
Garlic and roasted peppers and olive oil and I love provolone. Like literally, I just want to eat it. Oh, I think they showed putting the string down first and then putting the meat on the string. But I guess I have to do things different, right? Do, 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 do. All right, guys, my husband reminded me that they put spinach in it. Yes, they did. So I have spinach in my refrigerator fresh, but not all of it is really good. But I'm going to just take out the leaves that are really good, and put them in there. Guys, this is so exciting. So exciting. This is gonna be so freaking yummy.
I'm getting abused.
When you're scoffing it down your throat, I don't want to hear you laughing or complaining.
I'm not laughing and complaining. I said I'm getting abused. You're abusing me.
No, she's not.
I'll keep out of it.
Not doing that to you, Dad.
And this way, I get rid of the spinach that we do have. What is that supposed to be?
Your iPad somewhere? Or Illinois? Fine.
Do, 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 do,
Clunk,
do, do,
clunk,
do,
clunk,
do. I
clunk,
feel like I'm in
clunk,
Italy.
clunk, clunk.
Do, 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 do.
Da-da-da-da-da. Dominic the donkey. Oh, wait, wrong season. Wrong season.
Diggity dig. It's Dominic the
Donkey.
donkey. La la la. La 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 la.
La la la. La 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 la.
God help us all.
I'm a bad daughter, everybody.
Ah, Lord help me.
Lord help me.
Lord help us all.
Help us all.
What are you, a freaking parakeet?
What are you, a freaking parakeet?
You freaking parakeet?
You got a third parakeet. La la
Alright,
la.
so that looks good, guys. What do you think?
And then everybody, what we do is we take the twine
And wrap
and we
around
wrap
your
it
neck.
around my neck. Everybody heard her threaten me.
Alright.
Come
So
on.
now I'm gonna. Woo!
Come on, buddy.
Oh my God, guys, look at this. So just tuck it all in so you make sure it doesn't all ooze out. Because it oozing out is gonna be a tragedy, a travesty. Tuck it in. Guys, this is going to be so freaking cool. I am so excited about this. Now, I don't really know how long it's going to cook. I guess I'll just check it out. Keep checking it and see. All right. I don't want to lose any of that stuff. I'm not even kidding. What? No, upstairs, please. All right. I don't know how long this needs to be. So we'll just kind of go with it as we can, as we, you know. All right. All right, this is really long, but I don't know. All right. La 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 la. I have no idea what I'm doing, but we'll try it anyway. So maybe. What do I do here? All right. Get in there. Stay in the pool, please. No oozing out. So wrap it again. Hey guys, this is working here. Get in there. Get in there. I think what I'm going to do is then just wrap this. Where is this? Okay. Wrap this like this. And wrap this one underneath. Like this. Get back in there, Buster. And guys. What do you think? I think I did pretty good at it. Now let's just tie this. Do, 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 do. Trying to create like a little hole here, you know, a little knot. But it ain't working because I didn't leave it long enough. That's okay. I'm just gonna wrap this like this. Wrap it up. Gotta give me a second. I think you can come in. You're not
I need to go to the freezer.
You gotta give me a second. There it is, guys. It's oozing out a little bit, but that's all right. All right, guys. So
You spray this or something or no?
What is it? What? I would spray it with a little stuff, but you gotta get it.
We're out of spray.
No, we're not. It's right here. I'm putting some, I'm going to season, you know, the outside. I put a little bit of the garlic, the minced garlic on. I'm going to season the outside with salt and pepper.
$4.25 for this.
I did $4.25. Onion powder.
Even our salon.
Garlic. We got a lot of garlic going on here.
What else is there?
Oh
the meat.
my God, guys, look at this monstrosity. Oh my Lord. Remember, this is that pork I got for like $7. I got such a good buy on this at Price Chopper. Oh my God.
His Frito paws are on the blanket, on the towels, and he's laying on the dish towels, all the way sprawled out.
Well, get the towels out from under him. He can't be laying on dish towels. All right. Bill, come look.
He's laying on this top one. I don't know if it's clean or not now.
Just
This is the one he was laying on.
All right, it's fine.
What, Linda? I beat it?
Can you?
La, la.
I mean, the string job ain't so great, but it's staying
go
together.
around a couple
I'm not
more
going
times.
around a couple more times.
All right.
You think I should?
I think you should. That's just this reporter's opinion. You don't want it falling apart.
I know, but naturally, some of it's going to fall apart. You know what I mean?
If you tie it the right way, it won't fall apart. I'm going to tie you.
You can always do it.
Yeah? Well,
Yeah.
get. What am I, a dog? Or a cat?
La 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 la.
La, 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 la.
All right, go away.
You.
Ow!
Really, Koopy? He's so cute.
Doesn't it smell like just?
Oh, it smells awesome.
God. Yeah, I think you're right. I think that's better.
Tricked you. Tricked you.
All right. Oh wait, we didn't get that around. We'll just wrap this up like this in here. All right. And these we'll cut a little bit. Oh, there's the second. Oh.
Really, Coops?
All right. All right, guys, that's good. Where's my freaking pan? Here it is.
for your burnt peppers. So what's inside of that?
Provolone, roasted peppers, and garlic.
So he's not crazy about pork roast, but I'll try
You gotta have
I
this.
said I'll try that.
Pork roast is pork chop. I don't get it. I don't understand these kids these days. Alright, so let's put just a little bit of olive oil on the bottom. Oh my God. Oh, look at that. Look at that, guys. Look at that stuffed pork roast. I can't. I just can't. All right, now what we're going to do, this is garbage. All the rest of the spinach is garbage in here. I was able to get some leaves out. So I've saved some leaves. That was perfect. I buy fresh spinach and sometimes I just don't eat it and sometimes I do. I don't know. It is what it is. I'm going to take all this right here. Not the paper from the string. Not a good idea. Oh my God, guys. So excited. Then to wash my hands. All right. I'm going to set the timer for 45 minutes and we'll check it in between then. Alexa, set the timer for 45 minutes.
Oh, 45 minutes. Starting now.
My goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Let me take a picture of it. Tied up. All right, guys. So the pork was in 45 minutes. I just checked it. It's cooking well. It's going to have to cook another like hour, I think. I'm actually going to pour some water over it in a minute just to, you know, keep it juicy. But it's looking really good. Looking really good. Can't wait to have this. So I think what I'm going to do is I have this cabbage here that's left over. I don't want it to go to waste, so I'm going to make a little coleslaw with it. Jenny likes coleslaw, I like coleslaw, and Julie comes over, she'll have it. So I'm going to make this into some coleslaw. I'm just going to cut the... And I'm also going to peel some potatoes because we're going to make mashed potatoes tonight. So I'm just going to cut the little thingy out. I'm going to use this bag for garbage. So I think I'll cut it like this and then I'll slice it. Ooh. Slice it. Use a sharp knife, guys. Nice and thin. And then what I'm going to do is cut it like this. I love cabbage, guys. I'm thinking I think what I'm gonna do is make this into coleslaw. So good. This is the coleslaw. And there's something I want to make a little fried cabbage tonight with dinner. That's what I'm going to do. Let me get a bowl. Yeah, because this is enough coleslaw, because it's only me and Jen who eat it. And I don't want it to, you know, go to waste. I'll put you guys on the tripod. Alright guys, so I'm gonna open up the oven and I'm gonna put some water over this pork. Okay. Oh, this is looking good. Everything's staying in. Ooh. It's important to baste it like with water too, guys, because all those juices that come down from the pork are gonna are gonna flavor the water, and then the water later on I put some of this juice in my gravy, and it just flavors it so, like you wouldn't believe. So it's important to do that, and it's important to baste it, you know, it keeps it nice and moist. Oh, it's looking good. It is looking good. All right, so let me get some carrots, because I want to put some carrots in my coleslaw, and I think I want to put some carrots in my little medley that I'm making. I don't know how many carrots I have because I haven't eaten them. I could never find anything when I need it. Here's some. I know I had a little bag of shredded carrots in here. You know, you can never find anything when you need to find it. Carrots, but frankly, I don't know how good these carrots are. I don't know. I have to look at them and check them out. I have these, which I've been munching on. I think I have more, too. Let's see. Oh, here we go. Yeah. Yeah, I got these, see? But I don't know if I want to use all those because I really, really love, I snack on these carrots constantly, guys. It's just, it's a lifesaver for me. Yes, they're carbs, but they're good, it's a good carb. I'm trying to think. Oh, yeah, that's good. What I'll do is, what we're going to do is shred some up for the coleslaw, and then the other I'll chop up. So snow, we got probably like, how many inches of snow did we get, Bill?
What?
How many inches of snow did we get?
I'm sorry?
How many inches of snow did we get?
I say about 6 or 7.
That much?
Yeah, it was wet.
Yeah. I hope that's the last freaking snowstorm. Because that's the most we've got all winter, and it's March. Mother Nature's complaining. Just gotta watch your fingers with this. It's good though, because whatever little pieces I have left, I'm going to put right into the stir fry that I, you know, the fried cabbage that I make. I got to buy more cabbage more often. I don't buy it a lot. I hardly ever buy it. But I really like it. I really like it raw. I like it cooked. And it's good for you, so. I'm pretty sure cabbage is good for diabetics. I don't even know. I don't really. I'm pretty sure it is. I'll have to Alexa it later. Ow. So guys, comment down below what you guys are doing for dinner, what your weather's like where you live. Is it spring where you live? Or is it cold? Alright, let's see how much I have here. Oh, I have a nice amount. Not bad. Mm. Oh, there was an onion too I had in there I wanted to grab. Did I grab it? I got a little half onion and I'm gonna put in my stir fry, not in this coleslaw. I'm not gonna put onions in the coleslaw. Let's see, if it's enough. couple more. Oops. The banging, the banging, the banging. But I got a very good response from everybody saying that go ahead and bang, Linda, because, you know, you're cooking. It is what it is. So. That's what I'm going to do. Oh, guys, so listen, I haven't updated you on my weight. I think I spoke to you last week about it, or maybe a week or two ago. But I weighed myself this morning. I weighed myself yesterday, and I was up a pound from when I weighed myself last week. And then I weighed myself this morning, and I was down another pound, and I'm down to 213 now, guys. 13 pounds away from 200. I am like a pig, and you know what? You know how long it's been since I've been in the 200s? Like, before I had my kids, like, you know. I'm very excited, guys. I can see it in my body, you know. The weight, the weight loss is slow, but it's still, what happens is I lose 2 or 3 pounds, and then I don't lose for a couple of weeks, and then I lose 2 or 3 pounds. So it's like, it doesn't seem to come off every week, but when it comes off double, because I didn't lose for the week before that. You know what I mean? So I'm very excited, guys. So 13 pounds and I'll be at 200. Oh, I can't wait till that day. I've been wanting to be 200 in the 200s for forever. All right. All right. All right. All right. That's good, see? That's plenty. And these I'm going to cut up, right? These right here, I'm going to cut up for the stir fry. And I got to peel the potatoes, because we're going to have real mashed potatoes tonight. Real mashed potatoes. Alright, let's cut the onion out. And then what I'm going to do, after I'm done with this, I'm going to put the thermometer in that pork roast, because I want to see where it's at, because it's been cooking like over an hour now. So I need to see where it's at. Yeah, this onion ain't going to cut it. I definitely need more onion. What's that going to do? What's that going to do me? Nothing. Let me go get another onion. All right. get these cut. Yeah. I'm telling you, if I'm not dropping stuff on the floor,
I know.
every night I have to sweep. Every night. Yeah. Who, the mother?
Yeah.
I know. What was I saying? And then I spill stuff and then I step on it, which aggravates the heck out of me. So I'm gonna cut up some garlic. Not for the coleslaw, for the stir, you know, the cabbage fry that I'm making. Yummy, 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 yummy. I got love in my tummy. Garlic, 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 garlic. Alright, let's, I want to check the get the thermometer and check the roast. Guys, this is looking so freaking amazing. It is looking so amazing. All right, 105. What does that say? 159. No, it can't. Oh, 150. Really? 160 something? That can't be done already. There's no way. Alexa, what's the temperature that a pork roast has to be out at when done?
Pork roast is considered safe to eat when it has reached an internal temperature of 145 degrees Fahrenheit.
Okay. All right, so this is 135. So I'm gonna keep an eye on it because you know me with pork roast. I don't want no shoe leather. So I don't know. It's cooking good. All right, so let's get the potatoes peeled. But let me start this this stir fry for the cabbage. And then we'll get the potatoes peeled. Let that get a little hot, and we'll get going on the potatoes. I'm gonna put these carrots away after I sneak another one. Where's my thingy? Oh. I gotta make like a coleslaw, you know, dressing for this. I'll do that. I'm just gonna put it a little bit higher for just for a few minutes. Alright, let this get frying up while I peel the potatoes, honey, guys. This I'm going to put in a few minutes, the garlic. I usually put these in the microwave. That's what I usually do. I think I'm going to do them this way this time. Just feel like it. Starting to cook. Woohoo! All right, let's check the cabbage. Alexa, stop. I can't get over how fast that meat is cooking. So I'm excited for spring and summer, guys. I'm going to do in a garden this year. Last year I started out with some pots and they all died. I never got out to them, and I just didn't. I just ignored them all summer, and they all died. So this season, I'm going to do a little garden again in my flower bed thingy. I'm going to do tomatoes. What else am I going to do? I'm definitely doing tomatoes. I'm definitely doing basil and parsley. I definitely am doing, there was something else that I wanted to do. What the heck was it? Oh, oh God, I forgot. String beans, maybe? I'm just doing 2 or 3 things because, oh, so I'm doing tomatoes. I said tomatoes, right? Yeah. Because I don't have a very big bed, and you know, last time I did the garden, I did zucchini, and the zucchini just took over the garden. Well, you know, zucchini does. Zucchini can grow crazy. And I had so many zucchini, I didn't even know what to do with it. I couldn't give it away. I had so much of it, there was too much to give away. So. Smells yummy. I'm not making corned beef and cabbage for St. Patrick's Day, so this is as far as I'm going to get with something for St. Patrick's Day. Some salt. And my whole family is Irish and Polish. My husband's Irish and Polish. My kids are half Irish and Polish. And they don't like it. So, I do like corned beef and cabbage. But I'm not going to make it just for me. So, it is what it is. Onion. Garlic. I got salt and pepper in here. Let me get my pot out. This I gotta leave out because I need that gravy anyway. Put this back over here. I think I'm going to do 6 potatoes because I don't think Frankie's going to eat it. I think 6 is enough for us. And I got to check that pork again. So I'm going to announce my giveaway, I think on Saturday. Okay, and I'll let you know what we're going to do and how we're going to do it. I'm excited, guys. Thank you so much for all of my new subscribers and to everybody, all my subscribers. I hate to say thank you just to my new subscribers. I'm thanking everybody. All my subscribers, because I appreciate all of you. I'm going to check that pork now. And just finish this quick. Watch the cabbage doesn't burn. I'm gonna let it fry another minute. Then I'm gonna put some water in it, so it gets so it steams a little bit. I'm gonna put the garlic in it now. All right, let's rinse these off. Let's try this. Let's test this pork, because I don't want the pork to overcook. Yeah, I'll overcook you. That looks awesome, guys.
Ooh, what you making up there?
The cabbage and carrots.
Onions.
Not ready, not yet.
Starving me.
You stop.
What do you do, starve me? All day long, you don't feed me. All day.
All I do is starve me.
All day you don't feed me.
All right, so it's about one. It's out about 1:30, and it's got to be 1:45. So, I like to cook it, you know, on the. I don't want it to be like 150. You know what I mean? I want it to be like 140, because once it comes out, it will sit, and it will definitely cook a little bit more. So I don't want it to overcook, but it still definitely has to cook a little bit more. This is looking good. Getting that little like char on the cabbage, guys. I cut these in small pieces so they cook fast. That's the trick to cooking mashed potatoes fast. I'm starting to smell the cabbage now, so I'm gonna put some water in it. I don't want it to burn. There's a difference between getting it charred and burning it. You know. And I'm starting to smell it. Potatoes overboard, garlic over, woo! Garlic overboard, finger overboard.
Finger?
Almost.
Don't lose your finger, please.
Ow! I just stepped on a potato. Alright, so let's put some water in it, guys. This way you could just it could steam a little bit, just so the cabbage gets a little softer. You know what I mean? That and I'm gonna put a little piece of butter in it.
Butter makes it better. Ha! I made it rhyme. Butter better.
Butter makes everything better. So that's what I'm doing there. We're gonna get the potatoes in. Bill, I'm actually making potatoes in the pot tonight. God, I'm a disaster.
What pot?
I've been doing them in the microwave. Mashed potatoes. But I'm actually boiling.
So I'm having real potatoes today, you're not throwing that box stuff on me?
He's so obnoxious.
Yeah.
I used to make real potatoes all the time, and then I started making the garlic like mashed potatoes from Aldi, and he loved them. And he would always say, "Oh, these are so good. Who needs of other potatoes?" And then I made a couple of times. I made regular potatoes, I guess, the holidays and stuff. And he's like, "Oh my God, you can really tell the difference."
You can.
Well, of course you can.
Sorry, I'm gonna stink up the house tonight.
With what?
Damn gay.
Husband used a snow blower and shoveled a little bit outside, and he's suffering for it.
Somebody had to do it. It was your turn, but
There's a lot of water in there. I have to take some of that water out.
it was your turn to do it. Well, you didn't do
Shit.
it. So I had to do it. Again.
Yep.
It was your turn.
Taking some of the water out, guys. All right. All right, so I'm gonna let these cook. Oh, I'm gonna put some salt in there. We'll let these cook until they're tender. These are looking so yummy. I'll be back. All right, guys, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put it in just for another 5 minutes. This side says it's done, this says it's done, but this side over here says it's not. So I'm just gonna leave it in for like 5 more minutes. But anyway, in the meantime, I'm gonna take some of this yummy stuff off of the bottom. Guys, look at that. And I'm going to get this to the end here so it doesn't come flying out at me. Okay? And just take some of the juice out to flavor the gravy. Alright, let's put back in the oven just for 5 minutes. And then I'm going to shut the oven. What time is it? God, this thing cooked really, like, what time did I put it in? Like, I don't even remember. I'm going to shut the cabinet off, put it in the back there. We're just waiting for the potatoes to get soft, guys. In the meantime, I'm going to make the, I'm going to bring it over to the table and make the coleslaw stuff. Let's check this out, let's see. Yeah, those are still hard. I'm going to put this on the back burner. What I'm going to do, this gravy, I'm going to put a little bit of water in it, and then I'm going to get one of the gravy packets or the can and put one of the flavorings in there. But I wanted to keep it on low. I gotta season it and all that stuff yet. Alright, let's bring these over here. Okay. Alright, so I'm gonna get the mayonnaise. Mayonnaise, a side of cream. There's really nothing in there, but I'll use some of it. Guys, I gotta make my mayonnaise tomorrow. Jennifer loves the homemade mayonnaise. She was like yesterday, I gave her mayonnaise. She's like, is this the jarred one? She loves it. She loves creamy, but she loves it. spoon. And I'm just doing this as, oh, I gotta get the vinegar too. I'm just doing this by, like, you know, throwing it in. I'm not measuring, I'm not going by recipe. This is how I made it before, and I'm gonna make it like this now. So I'm just gonna kind of eyeball it. Oh, this isn't good, it's frozen. There's only a little bit left, and it was in the back of the fridge, and it's frozen. I hope these new ones aren't, because I really will be not happy. Gotta get the scissor. You know what I'm gonna do? I think I'm gonna do this. Where is it? I'm gonna mix it in here. And I ran out of white vinegar. I have to put that on my list. So I'm gonna put a little apple cider vinegar in it. I'm gonna put some sour cream in here. And put some mayo. Myself with mayonnaise and sour cream.
That's normal.
Guys, what am I gonna do with myself? I don't know. What am I gonna do with myself? A little pepper, a little salt. A little apple cider vinegar. And I think I'm gonna put a little bit of milk in here. I don't know, let's see how it goes. Let me get the milk. Again. Alright guys, so I got a little milk. I'm just going to put a little milk in it. And hopefully not spray it all over the kitchen.
I'll bet against that one.
Thinks he's funny.
I'm worried for you. I smell on you right now.
Oh God, I need something. Am I missing something? I put a little sugar in it. Am I missing something in coleslaw? I don't know. I feel like I am. Maybe like celery seed or something? I don't know. I swear to God, I can't, I wonder if it's just me. Because whenever I'm looking for something, I can never find it. But if I wasn't looking for celery seed, I swear to God, I would open up the cabinet and it would fall and hit me in the head. Literally. It would. What is this? But away in there. And in the cabinet here. And I think I might have put it in the back. But I thought I had it over here too. Herbs de France. Now here it is, celery salt. Celery salt. I'm going to put a little bit of celery salt in this, guys. Ooh, well, that's not a little, it's kind of a lot. Oh, that's right. Oh, maybe is there a little lemon in this too? I don't know. That kind of tastes better. I feel like I'm missing something now. I feel like I'm missing something. What am I missing in coleslaw? Let me know, guys. All right, I'm going to take the pork out and put it on the table. I mean, on the and put it on the counter because I really think it's done. It definitely tastes better. All right. Yeah, 156, that's done. Yep. It's done. Wow. So excited for it. I'm so excited. And I just can't hide it. I can't wait to see when I cut it. Can't wait to see. So now all we're waiting for is the potatoes to be done. And then we can cut that in a few minutes. I want to let it sit. I don't know. I feel like it needs something, guys. I really don't know what, though. Let me get the, I gotta make the gravy, too. I'm tired. Let's see something. Let me go to Pinterest and look up what's the ingredients in coleslaw. Just so I don't miss a major, you know what I mean? Like a major ingredient. Coleslaw dressing. Okay. Let's see. Okay, guys. So, what is going on? Oh. Okay, ingredients: mayonnaise, Dijon mustard, onion powder, sugar, celery seed, which I did, cider vinegar, which I did, lemon juice. Lemon juice I'm missing, and I'm gonna put a little bit of I'm gonna put a little Dijon mustard in it. Or a little spicy mustard. Oh wait, this isn't lemon juice. Let me get a lemon. Lemon, lemon, here I am. Let's put a little bit of lemon in it. Getting the seeds. I'm putting a half a lemon in, guys. Messy mess. All right. Now I got that on top of spaghetti song in my head. On top of spaghetti, all covered in gravy, cheese. I had my whole meatball with somebody said, I don't know, please, I don't know. All right. That's the ticket, guys. The lemon. Listen, I'm never gonna buy one of those bags again. Listen, I can make it myself. Like, I used a small half a cabbage, my own carrots, my own stuff that I already have in the refrigerator. Come on. It's gonna be so good. And the more it sits, like the longer it sits, the better it gets. So they say to make it like, if you're having it in the afternoon, make it in the morning. It's very good. I always feel like it needs more of something. And I like that celery seed. It's very like, you would think it would be much stronger than it is. It's not really strong. But it gives it a little hint of something, something. Okay. Look at this, guys. Look how nice and creamy that looks. Does that look amazing? If you can see it. Nice. Alright, guys. So I'm just going to mix the potatoes till it gets a little... And I already put butter in here. Put a little milk in here. But I want to heat the milk a little bit because they say putting milk, hot, cold milk makes it gummy. covered with cheese. Let's put the milk in, and then we're gonna cut the pork roast. Let's taste it, guys. We gotta taste it. Oh my God. It's absolutely perfect. Perfection. Flying. Let's get this off of here. Can you shut that? Mute that. Music, music, music. Alright, potatoes are done. Ooh, guys, look at this. Oh my God, that looks so freaking good. I want to put some tin foil over it. I'm gonna cut the meat up now. So it stays warm. All right, guys, you ready for this? Are you ready for this? Okay. Let's cut the strings off. Strings worked out very well. Very well. Alright. Oh my God. So good. Alright, guys. Ready? Alright. Oh my Lord in heaven. Look at that. Oh my God. Oh my Lord. Bill, it looks amazing. Look. Better be done. Oh my God. It is so good. Belle, I've been calling you. All right, guys, so this just is amazing. It came out so good, even with the amount of roasted peppers that I had. It was perfect. Look at that. Oh my God. Oh my God. Thumbnail. So yummy. The roasted peppers. Hey, sir. The roasted peppers do something to it. Oh my God, it's like, I can't even tell you. You like that?
Put something on top of that.
Yeah. And here, some of the provolone came out. Some of it, just some of it, not a lot of it, but oh, mamma mia.
She's got issues. Don't drop it.
Zip it. Let me pick it up a little bit. What do you think, guys? So easy to make, really. And, you know, you don't have to make a huge one like I made. I just made it because I had it. But you can make this size. You can make smaller than this, whatever you want. Guys, the spinach and everything. Oh, my God, so amazing. What a great dinner this is going to be. All right. We're going to make our plates, and then I'll show you my plate. All right, guys, so here's my plate. Which Cooper's trying to get his tongue in now. So bad. Here's my plate, guys. Look at that. I got a half a piece with the roasted peppers and a little bit of the vegetable and the potatoes. I gave Jenny some coleslaw. How's the coleslaw, Jen?
Good.
You like it?
Yeah, it's good.
Good. So, guys, this is what's for dinner tonight.
Bye, guys.
Stuffed roasted pepper and provolone Italian pork chops. Oh, my God, guys. Yes, guys. Sorry, I got cut off there. So, yes, I said pork chops. It's not a pork chops. It's pork roast, stuffed pork roast. All right, guys. We'll see you on the next video. Have a great night. Did I say everything? Or did I get cut off when I said everything?
Oh, there you go.
I think I got cut off and everything. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to like and share. Comment down below. And thank you so much for creating with me in my kitchen, guys. I love you guys, and I'll see you on the next video.
Bye, guys.
Bye.